Hey y'all, I'm going to be reacting to Shadowverse episode 24, and I'll be starting my reaction in 1, 0, go. Alright, pumped up for days, especially since it's showing off Hero's parents and the baby. Aww. It's actually really damn sweet there to see how much of a family man he actually is. Oh. I always thought that Leon was on the top of the food chain. Didn't really think there'd be people above him, but alright. At least now we know why Ichi risked his life then. Damn. Whenever animes go sound like that, it always completely piques my curiosity. Almost always. So going by this, they have the best of attention. It's just that things went completely haywire. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh. So I wonder what happened. Did her mother just completely lose her free will then when she became the Tree of Vote? Yo, that's a pretty fucked up way of picking someone's interest though. I'm just saying. Mentioning the fact that parents could have died tragically, then being like, nah, bro, I ain't telling you unless you beat me in a cards game. That's kind of that's kind of fucked up if you ask me. But hey, I like this now because this match is worth a lot of stakes at this point. Which is something I've been waiting for Shadowverse for quite a while. And like I hear on like some of the other opponents Hero has faced, Leon does say maybe showing off the respect he has for Hero. And at the same time showing you that even though he's confident, he's not a cocky sack of shit. Leaving that slight margin of error in case he does lose. I like that. Oh, jeez. Huh? Okay. You know, surprisingly, this series has some pretty damn nice character designs. Jeez. Damn, that creature didn't even stand a chance. Yo, what the voice he was making, it already sounds like he's gonna get a little bit annoyed about Shadowverse. At least in this context. I like that little snippet there when you say, well, yeah, I'm talking as if he's some kind of like encouraging sensei. Huh. I like that it's smile Leon's making as if he was already mentally prepared for this. Oof. Oh. Jeez. That may be the case, but now Leon's drawn a lot more cards, so while he may have been losing some defense, he's definitely increased his offensive capabilities. So was AG also a professional Shadowverse player, just like Hero then? I wonder what's the context behind that. I'm actually impressed they're drawing something with that much detail 2D wise and not rendering in CG. I gotta give props to that. Wait, if he's saying he wanted to save the parents, does that mean there's actually a shot of saving the parents then? And they're not actually dead? Yo, that'd actually be pretty cool. If they end up being alive at the end of the day. I mean, thankfully we've seen Hero win matches with this igneous dragon destroyed. So ain't it completely fucked? But damn, this chance of winning have been completely lowered. Okay, now this dude jinxed himself. Whenever characters start getting cocky in Shadowverse, they usually set themselves up to lose. It's about as close as waving the white flag in the series. Aw, hell yeah. Just a shame they skipped most of the Mori's match though, because all things considered, she's been playing multiple Shadowverse matches and we've never really seen her have a long drawn out win. They just skipped most of it. I don't think it has an advantage though. I just think Kazuki was lucky. I think that's just luck at that point. But then again, we have no idea of knowing because again, they skipped much of the matches. Oh, yeah, that's just too adorable. I like how he just sidesteps the question that she doesn't completely know and just saying that she just calling herself reliable. That's just too fucking sweet there. You know, of all of them, Maru and Lucy and Alice were like the ones I have the most confidence in. Damn, didn't even look at the fool before dropping him to the ground. Okay, for some reason, that thing on the floor kind of looks like a Batman logo. Aww. That's why that man never stood a chance. Although imagine how awkward it would have been for Lewis if he would have drawn the shittiest card and he would have lost the match, though. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm glad he won, but hey. But he brings up a good point, though. When you have something to fight or play for, you're usually going to be a lot more emotionally motivated than someone that doesn't. That's how things usually are. Because sometimes adversity can bring out the best in people. Okay, that's pretty nifty there. Finally, get to see it do some real legitimate damage. Okay, come on, Hero. You didn't practice more on your cardio if you're getting drained by playing the Shadowverse match. Jeez. Because I don't even think we saw the others sweat that hard. I wonder what he means by that. I guess maybe Lynch is referring to the fact that Hero's only got a few more turns in the Shadowverse match. He's gonna have to pick out the best cards in order to win. That's can only be my guess. Jeez. Okay, he's gonna need to get some lucky draws to win because fuck. I like how he says it's a perfect defense, yet he's calling it not perfect simultaneously. Oh man, I just love how he says something, then he slightly contradicts himself. Oh. Okay. Leon's done at this point. He's got one defense left. And Shadowverse, whenever a main protagonist has, any main protagonist, not just here, whenever any of our main characters has one defense left, the enemy's fucked. Oh, man. Leon made his biggest mistake. He should have found a way of putting Hero's defense points into 0. Should have. Yeah. Whoa. Aww. So that's what happened. You know, I love that answer to not give up. Hey, you know, I wouldn't blame Iji for going against orders. I mean, anyone in that spot would do their best to save their wife, or even any family member too. Oh. That explains why Leon was so dead set in making this tournament. I mean, hey, that's good to know. I just don't know what he means by post-human. So, he's saying right now. Oh, damn. They didn't think it'd be Lucia to be the one to emotionally motivate Hero there. But I actually like this. Because it shows you character development for him. Where in the older episodes, there used to be other people that used to emotionally lift up Lucia. Now it's his turn to emotionally lift up someone like Hero who doesn't usually give up. I think that's pretty damn sweet. That's a big question because he even said it himself. The card he drew is the only type of card where it does damage based off how many cards you discard. Might have been ambition, but you know what? I like this. Now that Hero actually also has the goal of seeing his mom and dad again, it's gonna make him a lot more interesting now as the main protagonist. Because now he's going to have goals that are just more than just, oh yeah, I'm going to just have fun in every Shadowverse match I play. No. Now Hero actually has something interesting to play and fight for. Huh? Okay, if one of his cards had that kind of ability, then why was he worried then? No, I'm being serious. If I had a card that allowed me to, if I had an ability that allowed me to draw like fucking 3 cards, I'd be hella freaking confident. But hey. And one of the cards in this card has kind of some kind of passive ability if he instance it in the graveyard. It is Zero we're talking about. He's definitely gonna have something planned more than just causing damage to a creature. How if all Leon has to do is just draw one more card and cause a little bit more damage to Hero when he takes the match, I don't think this would be the best. I don't think this would be in the best spot to be in. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Hero's swag with the confidence, but still. Oh, I actually love that adorable smile from Lucia. Because the old Lucy wouldn't have been able to crack up a smile like that. It's always nice to see a dragon just barbecue the fuck out of the enemies. Creatures on the board. like how Maru's just looking scared. Oh man. Well, you see Lucius smiling as if he's saying on. Oh hell yeah! Our boy did it. Oh, I actually like how he knows an improvement. Just being modest, he's the one who won by technicalities. Honestly, although Leon saying all of them succeeding would have been nice to see if we would have saw everyone else's matches too. But hey. To probably play Shadowverse matches against supernatural entities. I wonder if we're gonna get a 7v1 match eventually. God, I love the way it says save the world with absolute confidence. Oh, okay. That was quick. Alright. I actually liked this episode. But at the same time though, there were things I liked and things I didn't love so much about it. But it was mostly a positive one. To get it out of the way, let me just go off by listing what I didn't specifically like. The only thing I didn't like is it kind of felt a bit rushed though. I wanted to see Lucy because out of all the side characters, I felt that at the very least, they haven't been getting much to Kazuki, Momori, or Kai. It's like, don't get me wrong, seeing a hero take the win, seeing a hero get more motivations to play these Shadowverse matches, all that's beautiful and all, but they've been emphasizing 7 heroes, yet it's hard to get hyped up for 3 out of the 7. I'm just my thoughts, because I'm actually really excited. Hopefully they show someone else can be involved in the match that isn't Hero, because I mean I love Hero, but I want to see the other guys get some spotlight. Huh. Oh snap. Look at me, I love that sort of growthy confidence from him. I mean, you'd have to be, to run a business like Genesis, you'd have to be super confident too, because partaking in any business endeavors costs a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of guts to take gambles too. Oh, it's gonna be a 3 count. Oh, damn it. Oh man, I was hoping we would get it with 25. I'm like, oh man. The anime got me all pumped. I was like, yes, can't wait for the 25 PV, and then boom, it's a preview for a recap episode. But hey, you know what? The animators do deserve a break because all things considered, Shadowverse is a long-running series, and it's had some of the most beautifulest animation by far. If I'm talking about animation for long-running series, Shadowverse would be in the top tier alongside Digimon from a visual standpoint. And it's definitely a step above other long-running series like, say, Miyoko Dreamy, Limited Peak, or Yu-Gi-Oh! 7. So, you know what? The animators, they deserve a recap. They've earned it. If I'm being honest, I've got to give them a round of applause for giving us 24 episodes. I can't wait 2 weeks for another Shadowverse episode. It's just going to be painful, though. But anyways, let me explain why I feel they should have slowed things down in Shadowverse. I felt like this material for Shadowverse, like this is literally the material between this episode and last episode. I felt it should have at the very least been stretched out, if you're asking me, into like 7 episodes, because don't get me wrong, it's nice to get to see Hero have some wins. I like him. But let's just ask ourselves, aside from some of the epic wins that Lucy has had, because at least with Lucy we see him have wins against some people like Seiya and some of the other side characters, We've seen Alice have some on-screen wins against some cool opponents like Momori and give Hiro some struggle. We've seen enough cool moments from Maru. You could argue that all those characters have nice moments, but with Mori, it's like the only on-screen matches that Momori's had is either a tag match, getting supported alongside Alice and them taking the win, but that's mostly through Alice's efforts. And then when you have Mori have a match against Alice, a real match, Alice completely eviscerates Momori. So you don't have much feats for Momori. Then you have Kai. We've only really seen Kai lose or win alongside Kazuki in a tag match. You know? It's like, you have, Shadowverse has all these characters, they emphasize the hero element, but yet a significant portion of the heroes that they're building up don't even have much feat to go along to their names. Yeah, Alice, Lucia, Hero. You could argue those three have a really nice feats, but everyone else, you just come into question as to, okay, what have the other four done to justifiably get into such a high tier position, if you ask me. That's why I felt it was rushed. But in saying that, though, that was the only element I didn't like. Everything else I loved. I actually loved just the fact that I gave characterization to Hiro's father, showing you his bravery, showing you that everyone else evacuated while Hiro's father actually stayed behind. I actually thought that was a badass feat, showing you that that man was a man full of guts, courage, and convictions. So I'm gonna give it praise there, because in just that little scene there, and then seeing how much the mother acted as emotional support for Hiro's father, it actually makes you want to root for Hiro rescuing his parents, because Hiro, I think, at least me, I'm thinking, oh man, they're sweet. They're definitely people that deserve to be saved. So that's a positive there. 2, finally, it gives our boy Hiro something more than just, oh yeah, I'm playing Shadowverse matches because they're fun. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind seeing Hiro play Shadowverse matches for fun, but they needed to give him something to stack up for some of the characters that actually do have interesting goals. Like, say, Lucia, who was playing all these matches, at least in the earlier episodes, for his sister, you know? So it does a great job in giving emotional stakes. And you see Hiro mature now, too, because he's got to do more things than just have fun. So that's why I felt it did well from the character standpoint. And from the story standpoint, it was actually nice to get to see Leon actually act like a mentor type of character and actually become happy that he lost against Hiro. I thought that was a little sweet moment there, as sort of like a nice passing of the torch. And that's why I felt this episode did fantastic, at least when it comes to Leon and Hiro. So even though, yes, it was rushed, this episode had a lot more positives than negative. Oh, and I gotta mention the Lucia moment too, when he was smiling. Actually seeing him do that shows you how much of a long way he's come, because it shows Lucia's becoming more outgoing. He's getting out of his shell. So there is significant character development. Then on top of that, aside from all that, the visual, this is actually one of the best looking Shadowverse episodes by far. Like, you have gigantic ass creatures rendered in 2D animation. Most series, when they have creatures of that scale, they just go the CG route. An example would be Yu-Gi-Oh! 7. It's like anything that looks relatively hard to draw, now it's like, you know what, we're just gonna CG here, CGI. Here, no, they don't take the bitch route. The animators are badass enough to just draw every single detail. I'm like, damn, yo. These animators, they know no chill, but in a good way. And most impressive part about Shadowverse is it hasn't even had a break yet. I'm like, yo. So, gotta give it props to that. The production values, they stay consistently high. And the artwork was damn beautiful too. Especially the character designs. Like, I like the blonde female creature that they had. Or some of the artifacts that were drawn. They were just so epic. And the voice performances from everyone were pretty good, actually. Was there anyone that was like, oh man, this is exceptional? No. But everyone did a good job, and there was no weak point from the voice cast. And that is why I felt this episode, if I rate this on a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being invisible, 5 being average, 10 being exceptional, it was definitely 7 out of 10 above average. Just again, the things that keep this from being an 8 or a 9 out of 10 is it rushing, but still, this episode had way more positives than negatives. and it pumps me up for episode 25. It's just a shame the wait's gonna be too long waits. But hey, you know what? I don't mind because the animators, they deserve a break, and I cannot wait to see what they're gonna bring on to the table. But anyways, y'all, these are my thoughts on Shadowverse episode 24. I'd like to hear your thoughts on how you felt about Shadowverse 24, or my reaction in the comment section below. Rate the video, share it, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later if you either come back from my Shadowverse episode 25 reaction, or if you come back from my reaction to Diaries of our Days at the Breakwater. Alright, y'all. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.